Hey guys, it's David, and it's another video on bikes. Well, as you guys all been knowing, I've been on vacation for the last couple of weeks, and what I've done with my time is just kind of rebuild bikes, get them up to date, get them cleaned up, but get them to where I want them, get them to where I want to ride them, get them to where I want to be excited about them again. Well, you guys know about the Fuji. I keep doing new things to it. It was the saddle first, then it was pedals, then it was tires. Now it has a set of wheels on it. Boy, the wheels made a world of difference. Guys, I know everywhere you read, all the advice you get, put a set of wheels on, an upgrade in wheels, and your bike's going to ride 1,000 times better. That's exactly what happened to the Fuji Robe. I put on a set of Mavic wheels. What are they called? Axiom Mavics. So they're, basically a training wheel with a super, super smooth hub on them. I really love the way they spin. Bladed spokes, stainless steel nipples, just a really clean looking wheel. And the hubs are just beautiful, beautiful hubs. Bladed in the back too. So what does the Fuji have that's cool? Well, the pedals are super cool. The wheels are really great. The tires, Continental Gator skins, man, you can't go wrong with Gators. The fabric saddle. Now, I've had some issues with the fabric saddle recently, and the biggest issue is it creaks a little bit no matter how much I torque it down. So, nothing functionally wrong. I just don't like noises, that I can control on my bike. And the way I'm going to solve that problem, replace the saddle. And in all honesty, I could live with it, but why should I if I don't have to? Well, you guys know we've been working on this Peugeot since last week. I think we picked it up last Saturday. Yes, last Saturday. And it's transformed quite a bit. Uh, I just didn't feel comfortable with the front wheel. So what I did is I had an old Bontrager wheel sitting in the garage with a super, super smooth hub. They're not bladed spokes, but it's 24 spoke front. Threw on a fat tire, a Schwalbe 700 by 25. And boy, the whole front end just became so much more stable. Lateral movement, everything. It feels a lot better. The gearing's still crazy high, 5242, and I think it's a 1328 or 26 in the back. So I don't have really low gears. But this bike's not designed for anything other than spinning around the block. I just like the way it looks. Like, as you can see, I left the old wheel on, and it's simply because it's hard to source an old wheel with a large flange hub, campy, 6-speed freewheel. And man, guys, if you're working on old bikes, remember freewheels and cassettes are totally different. A freewheel spins on or screws on to the rear hub, and a cassette slides on to a cassette body or a cassette hub. So really different. I was going to upgrade to the oval wheels I had off the Fuji. I was going to put on this bike, and the front wheel worked really well, but the back wheel, the spacing, everything, it was just, you'd have to redo the drivetrain to make it work properly, and it just didn't look right. Having a deeper dish, I think they were 32 millimeters. It just didn't look right on this bike. And got the headset adjusted on this bike. It's a little tight, a little snug, but you know what? For what I'm going to use it for, it's perfect right now. So this is the Peugeot PH501 1985, and this is the Fuji Robe L 1.1.0 LE. It's on many videos. It's on one of my first videos I ever did on YouTube, and I got a lot of responses on it. But it's transformed a little bit. Take a look at that original video and take a look at her now. She just looks a lot more modern. And of course, the Peugeot is super retro. I'm not going to do much else to it. I just like riding it. I'm going to try to do something with that rear derailleur, just make it a little bit smoother, but But again, it's friction. It rides really nice, you know. I had some issues with flexing, but all I did was tighten up the bottom bracket and tighten down the cranks. And boy, that almost eliminated all the flexing issues. It still flexes, you know, because it's an old bike. It's a 35 or 34-year-old frame. So yeah, there's flex in it. But you know what? It rides really comfortable. It's stretched out nice. Even with that little short stem, which I believe is an 80, I set back the roll saddle as far back as I could. So I like the way it looks. I also got rid of that horrible looking shim that was on the seat post. All I have left to do is find a seat binder bolt that will look proper on this bike, because right now that seat binder bolt looks like shit. But anyways, guys, these are what we call a classic retro bike and a little bit more modern bike. So I love all my bikes. Like I said, I'm working on getting a Canalgo, and once I get that, I just saw this great video on this Eddie Merckx being rebuilt. Boy, was she sweet, man. Sweet, sweet, sweet. I wish I could show that to you guys. But anyways, guys, hope you have a wonderful, wonderful weekend.